Armie Hammer backtracks remarks on Casey Affleck and number 039:S sexual misconduct allegations. While attempting to be part of the solution, I unintentionally made myself part of the problem, for which I am truly sorry, the actor says. Armie Hammer apologized for saying there was a double standard in the way Casey Affleck and his Birth of a Nation director Nate Parker were treated at last year's awards. I would like to sincerely apologize to Casey and his family for my recent comments about him in my THR interview, Hammer said. Without knowing the facts about the civil lawsuits at issue, which I now understand were settled, I misspoke. I conflated sexual harassment cases with a criminal case involving sexual assault charges. The cases in which Casey was involved were not criminal and instead involved civil claims from his 2010 movie I'm Still Here. While intending to make a social comment about double standards in general, I mistakenly compared reports of prior, public civil allegations that never proceeded to trial with a criminal case that was fully tried, Hammer added. I understand now that this was a poor comparison which I deeply regret making. I also didn't mean to insinuate, nor do I believe, that Casey or anyone from his camp had anything to do with leaked information that took place during the press for Birth of a Nation, he continued. I respect Casey's work, and I've learned a valuable lesson about the need to be more accurate with disseminating information, especially in this age of instantaneous, unchecked communication. While attempting to be part of the solution, I unintentionally made myself part of the problem, for which I am truly sorry. Hammer's apology comes after he told The Hollywood Reporter Affleck's 2016 Best Actor Oscar win just doesn't make sense. The actor brought up Affleck, who won a Best Actor Oscar for his role in Manchester by the Sea, while discussing the double standard he believed he witnessed within the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences that year. Nate Parker's critically acclaimed slavery uprising drama The Birth of a Nation, in which Hammer starred, was largely ignored by Hollywood award shows once it was Parker's college rape case resurfaced. Hammer said the headlines were orchestrated. There was another person in the industry, who had a competing film for the Academy Awards, who decided to release all of the phone records and information. I've been told who did it, by several people, the actor told THR, but refused to name names. Nate had the stuff in his past, which is heinous and tough to get beyond. I get that, he continued. But that was when he was 18 and now he's in director's jail. At the same time, the guy who went and won an Academy Award has 3 cases of sexual assault against him. Hammer is of course referring to Affleck, who was sued for sexual misconduct in 2010 by 2 different female crew members on the set of I'm Still Here, and still went on to win the highest honor an actor in Hollywood can receive. One of the women claimed Affleck got into her bed while she was sleeping. Other women claim he allegedly violently pressured them to stay in his hotel room. The claims were settled in court for an undisclosed amount later that year. Parker, on the other hand, was accused of raping a Penn State college student who later committed suicide. Parker was later acquitted of any charges in court. Parker had one incident, which was heinous and atrocious, but his entire life is affected in the worst possible way, Hammer said. And the other guy won the highest award you can get as an actor. It just doesn't make sense. Look, I'm not saying Nate should not have been in trouble, he added. I'm saying that they got in different levels of trouble. And that's the disparity. It's like there are two standards for how to deal with someone who has this kind of issue in their past, you know?